Sometimes you will not want to use public transportation, but you will rather rent a car, especially if you are maybe traveling between towns or between cities. So we're going to have a look at this section and the vocabulary involved in that. So renting your ride, experience the freedom in four wheels, right? So if you want to go and rent a car and then you arrive at a place, I remember, for example, two 2 years ago, we went to Mexico with my friends, and we did, as soon as we landed at the airport, we went to rent a car. So you can start with Buenos días, me gustaría alquilar un coche o un carro, coche in Spain, carro in Latin America, to express your rental request. Buenos días, good morning. I would like, sorry, to rent a car, right? That word can be used also, rentar or alquilar. You can use it in apartments as well. For example, if you wanted to rent an apartment there in the city where you're staying or the little town where you're stopping by. Quiero alquilar un apartamento en el centro de la ciudad. I want to rent an apartment in the city center, right? Then, once you start getting the questions about the car, right, then you can talk about your preferred transmission. Would you prefer to drive automatic, or would you prefer to drive manual or standard, right? For North Americans, usually they go with the automatic because that's how we drive in North America. But in South America, it's very, very common still to see people driving manual cars. For example, prefiero conducir un coche automático. Es más cómodo para mí. I prefer to drive an automatic car. It's more comfortable for me. Then I fully recommend that you get insurance because it's unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. So opt for seguro. Seguro is the word for insurance to protect your journey. For example, es importante tener un buen seguro de viaje cuando sales al extranjero. It's important to have a good travel insurance when going abroad. And then you have your car, and then you need to master the road. So you have to circle roundabouts and beyond, right? Roundabout in Spanish is called rotonda or glorieta as well. And then you want to navigate them with caution and courtesy, right? So, for example, if you are asking someone for directions on how to get to a place, people can tell you, toma la tercera salida en la rotonda para llegar al hotel. Take the third exit at the roundabout to get to the hotel. You want to be prepared for cuestas, right? Like a hill on the occasional steep incline. For example, there's a city in Colombia. It's called Manizales, and it's kind of like in the coffee area of the country where the roads or the streets are very steep. It's like son cuestas, right? So, for example, la casa está situada en la cima de una de las cuestas del pueblo. The house is situated on top of one of the village's hills, right? And then again, you want to embrace the unexpected and ask for directions if needed. Just stop the car and ask anyone who's walking by or stopping by, and they will be more than happy to help you. Estoy yendo bien para Sevilla. Am I going the right way to Sevilla? And then people will be more than happy to help you out and give you directions. But for that, you need to be able to communicate in Spanish, because if you're going to go to towns and whatnot, not a lot of people are going to speak English. So that's why we're doing this work, so that you get the fundamental vocabulary so that you can get by in your day-to-day chatter when you travel to South America or Spain.